Hi!
Oh, what a good day.
Yeah, what a great start.
It feels like summer started. Everyone's in a good mood.
Yeah.
The sun's out. Air has been restored to my lungs.
It really has, and all of the smells of summer are out.
Oh, everyone's in a good mood. Like when you go out on the street, people aren't as much pricks.
Yeah, that is so true. Except for me, yesterday.
Get it off your chest, get 'em off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strikes, tell 'em take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dykes.
Yesterday, Anna literally messaged me saying, when is Mercury out of retrograde? Completely out of context. Like, we hadn't even been talking full stop, let alone about that. And I hate to tell you, it's another, however many days away.
It's okay. Today's already better. Mm-hmm. But yesterday was a bit of a day. I was a raging bitch yesterday.
No, you were just sad.
Yeah, that is so true. But I was also kind of rude. Like, my co-worker was like, so do you...
Oh, no.
He was like, have you got any plans this evening? And I went, no, nothing.
Oh.
I didn't ask him if he had anything to do. I went about my business. But then I did circle around and I said, I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
Bit of self-knowledge.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just, I'm just really trying to just get through this shift as good as I can.
Yeah.
Well,
well
that's
done.
why I snapped. Yeah.
You figured that out in the end, and that's a good bit of growth.
Yeah.
Now, today is actually good, so let's not get upset.
No, I'm not going to be upset.
I said don't get upset.
Welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, should we just bid them a very warm welcome?
A very warm welcome.
Hi to our podcasters, wave to the mic. Hi to our YouTubers, wave to the camera. Hi to our TikTokers, wave to your phone.
Hey!
Welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Dykes. My name is Anna.
My name is Megs.
And my gender of the day is actually split into two.
Oh.
I started off the day as Sue Sylvester from Glee.
Oh my God. Why would you ever change?
Well, it all changes when I put on this outfit and poured myself a fat glass of juice, and suddenly I was the presenter of a TV show for kids.
Yeah. I think this outfit is if a basketball was a human.
Perfect, I'll take it.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see us, number one, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Number two, the outfit description is...
Jorts. Jorts, full stop.
Jorts, full stop.
Jorts, teenage basketball lesbian meets a little bit of Thelma and Louise action.
No, it's toddler. I love that you think that's what you look like. Teenage
but I'm not
gay
wearing a
basketballer,
bra.
cross Thelma
I'm not wearing
Louise.
my bra today.
Yeah. Toddlers don't wear bras either, so it's perfect.
Right. Fair enough, I'll take it.
My gender of the day is...
No, you didn't even hear about my Sue Sylvester explanation.
Okay.
It's very important.
Go on.
Yeah. So I felt a strong big fish, small pond energy at work.
Okay.
Yeah, I was Sue Sylvester in the way that my co-worker said, I'm a Scorpio, because we were talking about astrology, because, everyone's gay where I work. Mm-hmm. And then my co-worker was like, yeah, I'm like a Scorpio ascendant, so people think that I'm very, like, unemotional and cold and, like, have a pretty harsh exterior, so people can be, like, a bit scared and intimidated. And I was like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't find you scary or intimidating at all, and I don't think that at all, so...
I love doing that to people. I love it! Oh my God. I'll go, really? Wow, I don't know what they're seeing. Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
and
and
for no reason.
Exactly.
To make myself feel better.
Yeah, that's what I was doing all day, and I was like, I'm just here in my little gay bar and being like, at least I'm top dog in this place. And I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna really squeeze everything I can.
Yeah, you are the best of the 4 people that work there.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Well, one of them's been there for much longer than me, but he's just such a sweetheart. Anyways, over to you, my sweet, beautiful darling.
Thank you.
You do indeed also look like a child today, so I'm wondering what your gender of the day might be.
My gender of the day is a peony opening, like the flower brandishing its face to the sun. It's very literal because I've seen loads of flowers.
You've seen this actually happening?
Well, no, it's not, because you'd have to watch that for like hours to see that very slowly happening. But like that's the vibe. If you watch like a stop motion or something, not what would you call it, like a fast forward time lapse. Jesus, stop motion.
This is kind of like when I was Bursting Flower
Oh.
the other week, yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
there. I'm on that vibe.
Yeah.
So you'll know. You know
Yeah.
better than anyone.
Oh, yeah,
You've been there.
I've been there.
Yeah, a flower opening. There's also some flowers in the park near us that are like orange and red, like fire dragon tulips, and they're incredible. Maybe one of those. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, a bouquet maybe. Oh, it's just going and going. I'm so fresh.
Wow.
Yeah,
You look fresh.
thank you. Good
You're
energy.
radiating.
Thank you. I mean, it's hard not to be fresh wearing a rainbow top.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like tearing a bit of your soul and putting it on the outside.
For sure. If you were wearing this on a bad day, I'd have questions.
That's very true. Also, for those of you who can see, my dungarees are so ripped apart. They're like more not dungarees than dungarees.
Did you
at this
buy
point.
these ripped?
No, they were bought like with, you see this?
Yeah.
It was like that. But then, I mean, you can see how it's ripped. Like,
So for the sake of my respect for you, I would like to know what year you bought these originally.
I'm going to say 2017, maybe 2018.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
This is also the only pair of ripped item of clothing
Fair enough.
that I own.
Fair enough.
But it was the first pair of dungarees that I found. I mean, now they're obviously not fitting me as well.
Yeah.
But the only ones that I had ever found that fit me in terms of like the length of my body and the length of my legs.
Yeah.
But I do still love them.
Yeah.
Sort of like lovable rogue. I would not
Yeah.
wear them if I was knowing I was
Yeah.
gonna, record a podcast that would be on YouTube or anything.
Exactly.
I've
I'm
been-
dealing with Sue Sylvester.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
not
be ripped
dealing with
apart.
Sue. I'm dealing with.
You're dealing with a toddler.
To be fair, equally as brutal.
Yeah.
Gosh. Wow.
Unfiltered.
Are we going to start today with Rose the Rainbow? Are we starting today with Clit Screen? Or are we starting today with Gayhood Watch?
Gayhood Watch. Can't hold it in.
Okay, well then sit down.
Let me grab my juice and get ready to hear what you've got in
Get
store for
ready.
me.
So, you know how, problematic as it may be, there's like a classic telltale voice that gay men can have that you can be like, oh, you're gay.
Yes.
On a stereotypical basis.
Yeah.
And that's like an actually investigated scientific phenomenon.
Yeah.
Is there a stereotypical lesbian voice?
I didn't know you were going to hit me hard with these questions today.
It's Gayhood Watch. I hope you've been looking.
If there is, it has to be my voice.
You're insufferable. Oh my god.
Do you not see how that makes sense, though?
I do.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
Let's just end it there.
Yeah.
The answer to the question is yes, there is. However, it's not perceivable by people in the general public, even in the community, because, and this is where it gets deep, it is symbolized or like characterized by like a limited pitch range. So like in the study,
Yeah.
people who identify as lesbian tend to limit their pitch range and some of the vowels they place further back in their mouth. This is an American study, so it's already different to how we speak. I mean, maybe it'll be something similar to how you speak, but the general public can't perceive it. And there's an etymologist that I looked this up of called, I think they're called Etymologist Nerd or Etymology Nerd on YouTube. And they said that it's because it's an erring towards masculinity. So people don't perceive that as like against the flow of normality. Like because everything's always erring towards masculinity.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So like when gay men who have that like stereotypical voice, that's going against the flow of things. Like it's going away. It's going into femininity.
Yeah.
So like that's more perceivable because it's like one thing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Whereas lesbians having a voice that sounds more masculine, it just blends in. It's much like they say in the video, people who wear masculine clothes don't get called out, but people who wear feminine clothes, depending on
Yeah.
what gender they're assigned at birth, get called out.
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's how.
Ingrained.
Yeah.
But we can't. It's like we can't even perceive it.
Yeah.
And like if we like, just imagine for a second that it was the other way around, and like the patriarchy didn't exist; it was a matriarchy.
Yeah.
And then like nobody would be able to tell a gay man's voice,
Yeah.
but we'd all know exactly who all the lesbians are. Just
try and fathom that.
Try and fathom that.
Insane.
We have the same ears, like, as we would in that situation.
Yeah.
Our brain is the same. Everything's the same. It's just that it's all learned behaviour.
Yeah.
This has broken my brain the last few days.
Yeah. No, this is actual insane neighbourhood watch. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm super impressed.
Oh my god, thank you. I thought I'd finally bring something to the table.
Yeah, it's about time. That made me think about when somebody made a TikTok or something about like how if our society, if we lived in a matriarchy and it was, how bizarre it would be if it was, speaking very binary now, but if it was women who consistently like sexualized younger men, like how insane that would
or like if
be.
you were like walking past an alleyway and there were just like women lurking in there, and like imagine like your timeline filling up with like men's influencers being like, men, you do not owe your wife a clean house as soon as she's home, like you have to prioritize yourself as well.
Yeah.
It's such a dystopian idea, and now I really want to like make a film about that. Bless you. Oh my gosh.
What was that? High key like a dab I did that.
Oh my god, I hate dabbing.
It's the clothes.
Oh my god, the vegan loves
Dabs
dabbing.
are gonna make a fucking back, what's it called? Comeback.
What?
Back come. Everything just got reversed in my head then. They're gonna make
in
a
the
back
matriarchy, bads are gonna make a back come. The vegan loves dabbing, and I hate it. They'll threaten to dab if I like, if I've like, I don't know, annoyed them.
I love that. I think that's so endearing.
Oh, you would because you haven't had to see it so many times.
No, I'm obsessed with it.
What's your neighbourhood watch?
My neighbourhood watch this week is, first of all, Pedro Pascal, who I mentioned was briefly in the film that we watched, is in a new gay cowboy film that's going to be on Netflix.
Incredible.
Yes, want to get that out there.
Thank you.
Secondly, I have two simultaneously very gay things that I've done in the last couple of days. One was yesterday, after my emotional turmoil of a day, which is all because of, you know, Mercury being in retrograde and all of that.
Yeah.
I had been, you know, rejected from jobs, rejected from people.
Oh, yeah.
Rejected from...
Is it both of those?
No, not the other one.
Oh.
The other one I'm still up for. Anyways, and then I decided to go on a run because since I'm, you know, erring towards masculinity, I have a hard time to connect with my vulnerability, and it's all just held back of layers of rage. So I was like, let me just take this big old man out on a fat fucking run to try and, you know, get some anger out in the physical activity and just go, ugh, you know, until I break through. So I was running and I was smelling the smells of summer and I was listening to Chapel Rowan's new song, Good Luck Babe, which is about falling in love with a straight girl. And then...
God, really trying to wind yourself up.
Yeah. And then I was running faster and faster until the tears broke out. And then I was running and I was crying at the same time.
Oh, fuck.
And this is not an irregular occurrence for me. I used to do this way more, but I've not done it in a while. And it was just a very cathartic moment. And also the smells of summer and the sad gay music in my ear. I was like, suddenly I was mourning everyone I've ever loved who has exited my life.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly it wasn't about my present circumstances at all. Suddenly it was about the friends that I had when I was like 12 who then just disappeared. Suddenly it was about time passing.
Oh.
Suddenly it was about existence, you know?
My goodness.
Yeah.
It really was, it took an ethereal turn.
Yeah, it really did. And then my second bit of neighbourhood watch I can hold with if you are eager to share yours.
Well, mine sort of links to yours.
Go on.
So I have listened to 2 albums today that are like gay albums.
Right.
And they're new this year. So I've been like, we all know the classic old sapphic songs that we just listen to on repeat. Or is that just me? Who knows?
Can't confirm nor deny.
Oh my god. Okay.
No, I think I listen to a bit more probably later gay stuff. Like I'm very mainstream like sapphic stuff, but like Muna and Boy Genius.
Silk Chiffon.
And is that what you are talking about when you're saying the old gay stuff?
Yes. I don't mean like 80s. I mean like the noughties and the 10s.
Right, I'm like all the things she said. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
Is that how far
That's
that
not
would
how
go?
far. I'm going with explicitly gay.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Moon Knight very much so. So, today I've listened to Girl in Red has a 2024 album.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Also, G-Flip has a 2024 album. Oh no, sorry, 2023 album, but I'd not listened to it. I would
Both
encourage
great
everyone.
albums.
Yeah, I would encourage everyone. I mean, they're not like literally changing the world, but fun. Also,
Yeah.
Zelita has a 2024 single. Listen to that as well. Just got to go and do it for the...
Yeah,
For
Chapel Rowan, who I mentioned, also queer artist, released album this year,
Brilliant.
as well as Fletcher, obviously, Antidote. Yeah.
Obviously.
So, you know the, like, gay sort of, what would you say, OK Magazine, the gay answer to OK Magazine in year 2024, them, you know the Instagram account, them,
Yes.
who's like sort of a tabloid, a gay tabloid, if you will. That's
Yes.
the vibe of them.
I love it. Like a sort of shade page.
Yeah, it's great. They were at the GQ and they were interviewing Hunter Schafer and they were doing quickfire questions. What do you think is more queer? So I have gathered some quickfire questions for you.
Oh my god! I love a bit. I love a bit. I didn't know this was about to happen. My god, I would have dressed up.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For these quickfire
Born
questions?
ready.
Okay, what is the most gay? Piercings or tattoos?
Tattoos.
City life or country life?
Okay, well, sorry. Are we saying more gay or more queer or more lesbian? Like, because these are different answers.
I feel like gay, queer umbrella term, like...
But we're sort of thinking women and non-binary people here.
I'm thinking
Because
just more queer in general.
for gay men, it's obviously city life. For the rest of us, it's obviously country life.
Do you think so?
What is
Because I think
more...
you're thinking as like an AFAB person yourself, that you're thinking that like that's maybe what I would choose, but I feel like I know a lot of like queer women, non-binary peeps who are like real city life people.
Yeah, definitely. I think now, but like this is only one decade of our lives,
Right.
and you've got to think who's running
I think
all
this
of
is
the farms.
I think this is up for your interpretation.
I'm going to say country then.
Okay. Tiny tight t-shirt or oversized t-shirt?
Oversized t-shirt.
Really? Rings or chains?
Oh my god! I can't believe you'd make me choose.
Oh no.
Rings.
Ankle or full length socks?
Full length. No one's wearing ankle socks. No, wait,
No.
because I've always been confused. Is an ankle sock the one that stops on your ankle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then definitely full length.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy. The silent nod.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
Hot or iced coffee?
Iced coffee.
And final one.
Oh my god!
Film or TV?
TV. None of us have the attention span for a film.
Right. Even though we have an entire segment based on it. Oh no, I had one more. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. We're too gay to be up that early.
But some people are up until that time. And I think I'm more of a sunrise person.
Okay, so is there anything of those that you think I got wrong?
I think piercings are more queer.
Yeah, after I
Than
said
tattoos.
tattoos, I regretted it. I was just so excited for
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah. I think tiny tight t-shirt is more so than oversized t-shirt.
That's crazy.
In this day and age.
I don't
As
know.
of right now.
Are you telling me that you would wear a tiny tight t-shirt more than a baggy t-shirt?
I would probably wear both, but I feel like the tiny tight t-shirt, like wearing a little baby tee, going to the toddlers section and getting like a Superman t-shirt that's going to stop right above your belly button or just below and putting it on with a huge pair of pants. It's just...
I just think that's like
Everybody's
Gen
out here
Z.
looking like...
That's not gay.
Depends. I wouldn't necessarily agree. Like, have you not also seen all of these covers of, like, maybe not queer men, but, like, men in tiny t-shirts?
Yeah, but that's men, and I'm not thinking about men. In that whole thing, I was giving the answers for women and non-binary people.
Right. Okay.
Men's got enough other podcasts to go and listen to. Sorry about it, guys.
So, queer men as well. We're leaving them out.
Yeah.
Like queer cis men.
As in queer cis men, I cannot speak for you with those quickfire questions. I have no
Right.
idea.
Right. Okay. Full length socks, absolutely. Rings, I think yes. Crunchy, obviously. Vacation and staycation. Personally, I'm a vacation, but staycation, I was like...
I said vacation.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
But staycation, I'm thinking...
It is
You
very
have a
lesbian
date
coded.
and you stay at home for 3 days. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Oh.
Anyways, I just thought I'd add that in because, you know, fun.
Yeah. That's not necessarily a staycation, that's just like a first date.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's why I went with it, though.
Oh, God, I loved that. We should do that every time.
Right? How fun. Anyways, shall we move on to some clit screen?
Let's do it. This week we watched I Can't Think Straight. And I think it's a 2008 movie.
It is, yeah.
And it shows, I will say. Just a little bit of a off the bat warning. If you watch this, just get ready for the fact it is so offensive in areas. Lots of colorism. It's like the majority of the cast, if not all of them, are people of colour. But it's just like a lot of colorism. And really like sort of sexist remarks and things like that. So just as a warning.
Yeah. It's a love story between a Palestinian woman and an Indian woman. And it's a lot of talk about, like, which is interesting considering the ongoing genocide. It's a lot of talk about the Israel and Palestine conflict because it obviously has been going on like for years
Decades.
and years. Yeah.
So watching something that talks about it from, 16 years ago gives a definite different vibe to how it's covered now. So it was a bit weird to watch now, but aside, we're not going to discuss that side of things because this is, at the end of the day, a comedy podcast, and we know where what we think.
Yes.
So moving on to the actual content of the film.
Yes.
2 fantastic quotes I have for you. Number 1, looks and character come and go. Only large sums of money are forever.
I watched this film yesterday and I can't remember that. But that is insanely good.
It's so good. Only large sums of money, not just money, only large sums of money forever. It's true.
Yeah, it is true. And that's really inspiring. I'm reading a book as well about somebody who's really rich and is sort of has that attitude about the world. And I feel like I must somehow be manifesting this into my life.
Yeah. You will
And
be.
large money is coming on
You
the 25th
always say
once retrograde is over.
You always say that you're going to be rich.
Yeah. Which I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both will. We all will, guys.
Yeah.
We're all going to be rich.
Yeah.
In fact,
In
we're
what
all
way?
rich
Who
right
knows?
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Another quote. When the character says, I'm gay, and then her dad immediately says, I've only been gone 2 hours. It's very relatable.
I absolutely love that. To spin off on that moment I was just not expecting it at all.
To be so nice. It was like, for 2008, such a surprisingly tolerant and like good, happy film.
Yeah, but also what I mean was I had the impression that she was closeted. Well, she was closeted, but I had the impression that she didn't even know this about herself until like 5 minutes before she comes out.
Yeah, true. To be fair, I don't think she did. So she was like, well...
Whoa! She was like, well, this is apparent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just go do it straight away.
Incredible.
And also, what I wanted to say about that was that, like, the one who came out first, without spoiling too much of the film, the one, like, who comes out in that moment, is, of the two of them, they're, like, the one who's portrayed as kind of coy and a bit held back and a bit reserved, whilst the other one is the more, like, daring and free-spirited one.
Yeah.
And it really made me think of, like, it reminded me of, like, the performative vulnerability that, like, we both have discussed. Asking, like, the hardcore question, and it's, like, not afraid to dive in there and just be courageous and be brave. But when it comes to, like, truly opening your heart and being vulnerable, they're like, oh, no, that's not. I'm not doing that. But the other one who's, like, maybe a bit more reserved in her daily life is the one who's like, but I'm actually comfortable.
Actually going to a vulnerable place.
Yeah.
It's a really good point, because not a lot of characters have that crossover where you start off and you think you're going to see how they go, and they actually swap.
Yeah.
It's such clever writing. I mean, Shamim Sarif, the writer and director?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is, like, it's like semi-autobiographical, written from personal experience. Like, she's a legend. She's written 3 books. And, well, no, she's written more than that, but she's written 3 sapphic books. And I think it will be that. The fact that, like, in 2008, who was writing amazing film scripts from actual representation, then directing them.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all getting somebody with authentic experience behind the camera. The difference it makes.
Yeah, and the producer as well, who is her wife. I'm not sure if they were
Oh
married
my gosh, I didn't know that... What's her name? Hanan Katan? I didn't know that her wife was the producer. That's so cool. I wonder if that's how they met. Oh,
No, because it was based off of their relationship, no?
oh yeah, obviously. Oh my god.
So
I was just
that'd be
like
very meta.
imagining a meet cute.
Oh my god, she was in the film. The director was in the film as book signing fan
Oh
too.
my gosh! Oh my gosh. Iconic.
I'm obsessed with that.
It was good to see a brown queer love story, I will say. Because a lot of the films we've discussed have been great. Obviously, Drive Away Dolls has a brown actor in it. But like so many of these films are terrible and we have to love them because they're all we have. But they're also all just white. So this was like... Obviously, it was also terrible in its own way. But it was lovely to see.
Yeah. I have a few more like sapphic films with POCs on my list, but
Great.
unfortunately a lot of them are like extremely dire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad times.
Yeah.
It's like the trade-off we have to make.
Yeah.
If you guys know any good queer films with like not cis gay men as the leads that have POC people in, that would be great. Please send them in.
Yeah. I have one that's a comedy.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we can put that one on there.
And there's also Debs, which we're watching,
Yeah, of course, Debs.
but that's like got it's still like majority white cast.
Yeah, yeah.
But there at least there's some sprinkle,
Yeah, some sprinkles.
bit of representation. But it's not the whole word. It's just represent.
When did you find out about the director and the writer?
I don't know. It's like a bit of a household name. I feel like.
Oh, really?
I think so. Like because the books. I'm pretty sure I've had one of the books.
Oh, right. It was based off of a book.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't clock on to. Right. Did you read the book?
No, I don't think I've read it, but I've definitely seen it. It's one of those books that I'm like aware of.
Yeah.
Like, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I haven't read it, but I do have it, actually. I do have that one. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings is a book by Maya Angelou about growing up black, and it definitely deals with themes of lesbianism, but I haven't read it. Anyway, that's another book that I have that I haven't read, but I just know of. But it is in here in London, so I'm going to read it. I've only got like 3 books on my bookshelf left to read.
Oh, lovely. I've got fucking 20.
You can't buy any more.
I
You
know.
need to read the one that's been on that table.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm currently reading another lesbian book.
What are you reading?
I only bear reading lesbian books. I'm reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Oh, yes. I've read it.
And you said to me that it wasn't that... I was like, when is it going to get gay? You were like, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Sorry, what it's all about?
Yes.
the
No, I know.
gayness.
I just didn't want to spoil it for you.
Oh. Right, well, you really set me up for failure, so I had a
Big
pleasant
happiness.
surprise.
Yeah, I
was like,
thought you would.
oh, great.
Good. I'm just looking out for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's great. I read it really recently as well.
In the Dream House, have you read In the Dream House?
No, but...
I've got it here if you want to lend
Yes,
it.
please. The
Yeah.
vegan recommended that to me,
Yeah.
and I haven't read it. Yes, please, may I take it?
Yeah, of course.
Now I've got 4 on my bookshelf.
Oof. More about the film. Something that I thought was absolutely wild, speaking of, going quite quickly, is the fact that after their first ever night together, they've known each other for what I can only presume is about like a week, 2 weeks tops,
Yeah.
The coy one says, and I quote, "I want to feel like I did last night for the rest of my life. I want my heart to jump when I hear the love of my life put her key in the door, and I know now that I want that to be you."
We've all been there.
Have we?
Tell me you haven't thought that after a week living in someone's house.
No, listen, I think I have way too many, commitment issues for that, so I'll just be in my head, I'll be laying next to somebody on the bed, and I'll be like, I love you, in my head. But I would never fucking say that, because I know that I'm, filled with serotonin and endorphins and stuff, right, at that moment, and also I think it can be quite intimidating. I've once been love bombed in the beginning of a situationship, and I was like, this is insane.
Right.
Because I understand that you are feeling these things in the rush of this, but also you're making me think that you're not actually, that you are obsessed with the idea of me, because I feel like you couldn't possibly know me this well at this point to like me this much.
Do you know what? That's the stronger person that I've ever been.
Right.
I've just accepted that Fully.
Right.
God, this is really making me think about
Well,
my
have I
choices.
just lied because I just realised about a situation just now? I would say it at least was a month in.
Oh my God, I want to know what that situation is.
What?
Oh, you can't tell. You need to tell me off the pod. What you're talking about.
Of course. Yeah, so that insane progression.
I think it's a very honest representation of the conversations we all pretend we don't have. Just think about it when you are like in the throes of it.
Sorry.
I mean, like, obviously it's crazy to be like the love of my life. I want to jump when the love of my life puts their keys in the door, and I want that to be you. That is insane.
Insane.
It's giving
the first
stalker.
time you kissed was yesterday.
Yeah, it is a lot. But if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the lesbians.
Fair enough. I mean, I've just sort of gone along with this entire stereotype, even though I've never...
You haven't, like, fallen in love super quickly?
Well, yes.
Well,
I have, but I think I always have a cynic in my head that's like, this is probably a lot of chemical reactions going on.
oh my God.
Which is insane because I'm the most hopeless romantic there is.
I don't know if you are.
No, I think I genuinely am, but I'm more of a hopeless romantic when I feel like I can also back it up with some data.
That is not a hopeless romantic. That is just...
No,
That's a statistician
No.
who hopes for love.
No! This is all coming into a real misrepresentation of how I perceive love. I am a very hopeless romantic in the way that I'm like... I don't know,
I can't even think of one example.
I genuinely am. I think I just know myself as well, so I think it's even more beautiful when it's like, oh, we've been together for a minute and I still feel this way and I still feel obsessed with you, and like I think I grow more obsessed like sometimes the longer it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so I'm in the beginning, I'm like, let me not say all these big words in case I'm like tired of you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
I do also feel that.
Yeah. I can be very impulsive, but when it comes to those things, I'm very much like also because the culture difference, I don't fucking know, but you know how I told you that I'm like, I don't say I love you to people until I've like really feel like I know them well enough and that I feel like that, like I really can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst here you guys just like throw that about like it's nothing. Like I remember when I first came here and I was, you know, making new friends and they were like, they'd know me for like 3 days and they'd be like, okay, love you, bye. And I'd be like, okay, bye.
Go and spiral.
Yeah, because I'm like, I just can't say it because I'm like, that just feels so fake and weird. Maybe I'm just too authentic.
Maybe you're just too
just too
guarded.
real. No, I'm just too real. I'm gonna stick with that.
Oh my God. I like to think that there's no like scarcity of love. So like you can just say that you love someone and be like, we only met 3 days ago, love you, bye. Like giving that person that love isn't going to devalue your other love.
No, but now I feel like you are saying a statement that is standalone true, but correlating to the circumstances of what I was talking about, it is not. You
What?
doing this weird therapy language thing where you're just...
Oh my God, don't you dare. What is happening?
It's giving manipulation.
Oh
You're manipulating my
God.
statement.
Okay.
It's like me saying, I really need space when I'm upset.
Yeah.
And then I will just ghost you and you'll be like, you can't just ghost me. And I'll be like, but I said I need space when I'm upset. And it's like, yes. And like, it's okay to take space when you're upset. It's a statement that is standalone true. But if you just ghost somebody, that is also not okay.
Okay, wait.
What I mean is, for me, what I'm saying is that like...
Oh my God, how did we get here?
You clearly struck a nerve with me.
Yeah,
When
clearly.
you said... I think it's because I'm like, of course I also don't think there's a scarcity of love. I'm like, if you have all that love to share, of course you should share it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take away from any of your other love. But if I don't feel it, it feels fake to just like...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. So these people that were saying love you, bye, you weren't really friends with them, sort of thing.
Well, I was getting to know them. But I didn't feel like I loved them yet.
Yeah.
If it was a thing to say like you by, then that's what I would have said. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't dislike you. I like you. I'm not indifferent to you. I care about you more than I care about any random person on the street.
Mm-hmm.
But to love you, that's a lot. And I'm like, I have a lot of love to give, but I'm not gonna, you know, I feel like if I was to say love you to that person at that point, that would be like, yeah, that would be me like buying a cake from the store instead of making it myself and giving it to them. Do you know what I mean?
Right. You're just like performing the role.
Exactly. To be like, oh, I care for you, so I gave you a cake.
Yeah. Okay,
But I didn't
wow.
actually make it.
You gave me a homemade cake today.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I love you.
I love you too. Oh, friends again. It's alright. It's alright.
Yeah.
Why do we only ever fall out on the pod?
Here's the thing, though. I've not perceived us really falling out here. I'm just thinking we're having like a discussion.
Great. As long as you're okay. I feel
completely fine.
right. Because 2 minutes ago you said you've really struck a nerve with me here.
Yeah, but you know me well enough to know that you shouldn't take anything I say really seriously.
I know you well enough to know you lie 24/7. Don't take a word of what you say as truth.
My name isn't even Anna. I'm straight and I'm from Germany.
Fuck hell. Right. Get the roast the rainbow out. We need to roast something that isn't our friendship.
Yeah, motherfucker. What you...
I'm holding this. Yeah, no. Oh, I thought you were gonna eat like, you know, like I used to do this thing with my friends, and you'd put your hand out, and then everyone would go. I can't remember if they did it with their hands or with their mouth. Like everyone around would go, or like,
Was that a thing?
it was definitely a thing. Was that just a thing in my small hometown? I don't.
Maybe it was an English thing.
Maybe. Is it a thing where you're from, listener, that you would put your hand flat out and then your friends would make hands like little ducks or something and like tap your hand as if they were eating seeds off your hand? Sorry, that's just come back to me like extremely out of the depths of my mind. When things like that happen, I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, it's like there's like a fisher person fishing deep in like a sea that is my mind, and then like every so often out of like 24 years ago they've like pulled an old boot, and inside the old boot there's that memory. Like, what?
Yeah.
What's down there?
That's what all of the bi-curious women are asking.
What's down there?
But I do know what you mean, though. It's like sometimes I will smell something and I'll be like, that smells like a pencil from when I was 6.
And he keeps trying to inhale it.
Yeah.
You're like, we have to get all of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, but it might also just be like a passing smell, and I'll be like, oh my god, I was bullied when I was 3. You know what I mean? It just comes to you. It's insane.
Oh.
And that was really scary when you like when you already feel like you've got like memory loss from like half of your childhood, and then like randomly you will just remember like a pancake that you ate when you were 12. Anyways,
Right. Using she, her pronouns. The advertisement for my life would look like, okay, describe this photo. Black and white, very soft sort of focus. A person who's incredibly attractive, screwing up their face, like angry, like sort of like having a strop. What I will say is, this is a very good example of someone who's so attractive, putting a stupid face, and you still manage to say stunning.
yeah.
Like, I know how stunning you are, even though it's the ugliest face.
Yeah. No, you can straight away see, but then it's also like giving like cute. You know what I mean?
it
And
is
it's like,
cute.
oh, what you actually mean is the advertisement for my life when I'm dating you, and I'm like, look at my cute girlfriend. That's what this is the advertisement for.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and I reckon she knows this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say for me, because I'm an energetic soul, I would be like, the advertisement for your life is without colour and like negative in energy.
Right.
I would just like, I'd be like, that is like not a green flag for me.
I don't know. I would say artsy vibes, because it also looks like she's wearing some sort of athletic wear, and like maybe have just been like to some sort of movement class or like dance class or something, and now we're sitting in the cafe
Yeah,
being artsy.
I feel that, but do you get what I mean? Like, if you're gonna disregard the idea that the advertisement for your life, even subconsciously, is black and white and negative. Like, that's just going to send a certain image. However, whatever the reason is for the photo.
I think I went to a school where, like, black and white and smoking cigarette and drinking red wine was, like, a desirable life. So I think unconsciously for me, I'm like, oh, yes, how
So
beautiful,
cool.
and the imagery and the arts, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're sat here in your rainbow t-shirt going, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it is sort of fun. It's just, it's definitely a vibe.
I don't think my unconscious would eat
Take
that
that.
up, take that as a bad thing. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Dating me is like rain in the summer, confusing, hot, and kind of nice. Oh my fucking god.
I love
I
rain in the
love
summer.
it.
I'm gonna say it.
Fuck me right now.
This is the best prompt we've ever had on the pod.
Oh my god.
Do you not agree?
I'm trying to do mental Rolodex because of my OCD is like, if I say that this is the best one ever, what if I scroll back and I listen to one and it was actually a different one was better, and then I'm going to have to clarify on a future pod and it would be so petty no one will care. However, I will say off the top of my head, yes.
Yeah. Straight
Incredible.
away, I'm like, wow. You're funny, you're hot, you're flirty. Wow.
Yeah,
Great.
I will say, sorry, I just remembered that you're one of Swedish and Comes in Pieces.
Yes, but I'm
It's
out of
better.
everyone's league, so that doesn't really count. Thank you, though.
Oh my god. Stunning. Okay.
Lebezin? Sorry, I'm just... There was this video of this kid who sees a t-shirt where it says,
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian, and says,
Yeah. I'm a Lebanon.
I'm Lebezin. And now that's all I can see when I read lesbian.
22, lesbian, 5'3", and then a
The
cancer.
cancer.
I wasn't expecting that.
Very... What I know of cancers, I've dated one cancer in my day. And it was... Oh! I was going to say very emotional, and then when we accidentally scroll down to the next picture, it's literally
Her crying.
under a book.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Like, so picturesque of a human being. But yeah, this is
And
really giving cancer now.
And the prompt is, my quarter-life crisis looks like.
Yeah. But also, babe, you don't know what it's like to be in your quarter-life crisis. You're 22 years old. You've not even made it to 25 yet.
No, but... yeah, but also... I think it's just a like, oh, look at me being emotional and
Yeah.
all over the place.
I just don't appreciate the lack of... Do you think you'll live into 88? Not in this economy. You're going to need to be working to pay off your own pension.
Yeah. Figuring out my relationship type. Great.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not into that.
I mean, let me be very careful with my words.
No,
here.
please don't be.
It's giving, you're going to have to teach me. It's giving, you're going to have to guide me. It's giving, I don't know, which is fine. I'm just kind of a little bit like beyond that. I can't really support someone's growth through like the poly ladder, if that's what this person is
Right.
needing. I think that that's great. Obviously, we were all there, but like, once you've done the stuff, it's like dating someone who's like straight, but they're like exploring, you know, and it's like, they, as in that's how they identify. They're like bi-curious or whatever. And
She's
so-
a lesbian. She's a lesbian.
No, I know she is, but like it's the same sort of. It makes me think of the same thing. It's like, so if you've like only been monogamous up until now, which I'm assuming, because obviously we're just assuming, maybe she's been poly her whole life and now she's exploring monogamy, but going off of this society that we live in, I'm imagining she's been monogamous and she's exploring what that means to her now, whether she wants to keep it. And it's the same vibe of like dating someone who's been straight their whole life and now wants to branch out and see other things. And it's a bit like, is that something I want to be a ladder for?
Yeah.
Or do I want to like let you do your thing until you have got exactly what you want and then I can reap the benefits of doing none of the work?
I see what you mean. However, I think I view it differently. I would probably see that and be like, oh, great, so you're open to anything. You're not, like, shutting anything down. Because I think, personally, for me, I think... It's because everything shifts and changed all the time anyways. Like, I feel like I'm comfortable right now with my relationship styles that I'm having right now. But I'm like... I've changed my mind on so many things so many times. And, like, the only constant in this life is change.
That's damn true.
So, for me, I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Aren't we all? That would be everyone's prompt as the default. If they were super open-minded.
Well, no, wouldn't super open-minded be like, I'm open to everything. Not
yeah, but
I'm
not sure there is one that is like that.
Oh, you don't just like type that in.
No, you get to choose. You have
Oh,
to,
so
that's
it
a
literally
choice.
might be like.
It might be like I'm
polyam.
up for anything. Like each connection is unique, and like if I was to do my own one, I would be like each person we'll go us we'll see how it goes.
So if that's what this means,
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. But I've got experience / I at least know what I want from each one, depending on who I meet and who I'm with. Then great. But this has given me the vibe of show me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we've talked about that photo.
We talked about the photo. It's hard to just skim past because it's so good. I really like it.
It is really giving cancer. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know if you're compatible with cancers?
No idea. No idea. Do you know if you are?
I think no.
You're too fiery.
I think too fiery because Cancer's a water sign and known for being very emotional. However, I've got Cancer rising, so I think that might give me a little in.
Right.
My mum's a Cancer, so I've got a lot of experience with cancers. Maybe I would be all right.
Yeah.
More prepared than other areas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I saw a video the other day that was like people who aren't like using the moon and like astrology to plan when they're going to have a child are like missing out. Like as if you're going to leave it to chance. Like I might end up with an Aries baby. I was literally like, what?
What's the worst sign for your baby? Your hypothetical baby?
My baby?
Yeah.
It's too peak to say. I'll give you a little like array of options. I think like from my personal experience.
Yeah.
And this because I think if I had a Leo baby, we might clash because that's 2 stars of the show.
Yeah.
I think a Capricorn baby would only like bring out my need for organization, but would maybe not like be as open to my spiritual, ethereal nature that I'm imagining I'm going to have as a parent.
Yeah.
My experience with Geminis is bad. Hate to say it. I was always pro Gemini, and I always stood up for Geminis, and then I've been absolutely proven wrong.
Well, what about me?
Well,
I'm a Taurus, but my moon and my ascendant is a Gemini.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. That's when we bicker.
That's what we think.
I know who I'm talking to then. No, what about you?
Well, I don't want to. I was like, I don't want to say a star sign, and then we have some listeners who are of that star sign, and then I'll be like, I'm never listening to this again. To which I'd be like, get the fuck over it. But then I'm like, if you can't get over it, then I'm so sorry. Please keep listening. You know?
Yeah.
I think I'd struggle with the Virgil.
With a Virgo.
Yeah.
I didn't know any Virgos. I don't think. I think one of my like boyfriends when I was like a teenager was a Virgo.
Same.
Maybe
That's not the
Virgo.
reason. Like I know. There's at least one Virgo in my life that I really fuck with. Who's great. But I like a Virgo for a plan. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're good on that. But I just really be like, I know that a lot of people would dislike my kid, and that'd be hard for me.
Oh my god!
You know? And
Yeah.
if I had a Leo baby, because like I would be like, ooh, maybe you're a bit too big for your boots, or the other way around. I don't know.
I think I'd have to like fight my child or something. Like, and I don't want to do that.
I'd be like, calm down, you're not all that, bitch. But I couldn't say that to my
But
child.
also,
could I?
you'd want your child
And
to
also
be a star.
Yeah. So
Like-
I'd be like, yeah. So how do I
Yeah.
balance that? And I'm like, you're gonna fuck so many people off.
But like, you are gonna get rich doing it,
Exactly.
and that's gonna be your retirement. So it's hard to know.
Same goes for all fire signs, I guess.
That's damn right.
Yeah.
My
oh
mum-
God, I hate to love the fire signs, to be honest. Like, I could sit here and be all like, they're not all that, but like,
We are.
the fact that I've engaged with so many fire signs and still am in my life is like, proof's
Yeah.
in the motherfucking pudding. What can I say?
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I do think there are signs that I don't know anyone. Like or maybe I do know people, but I haven't like put their sign with them in my head.
Yeah.
So like I don't really know any like Sagittarius. Well, I must know Sagittarius.
I have so many Sages in my life.
Maybe I do know Sagittarius, but I'm like
Is a Sag?
oh yeah, lovely. I'd have a Sag any day. Who else? I don't think I know Virgos really. I don't think I know many Scorpios. Oh no, I think I do know a couple of Scorpios. But then the thing is, it's just like, are the people I know actually good representations of the signs? Like, have the people who I've met just been the one of that sign that I've known now all that I think about is them, not the actual breadth of the sign.
Yeah.
So if you are, you know, one of the signs I mentioned a moment ago, then I can only apologise and please change my mind.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah. Buy me a
I dare
gift
you.
and I will change my mind about you.
Yeah. Back to the profile.
Oh yeah.
We've got a video.
My best blue steel. I really didn't love that. So the best blue steel was like a 15-second video of them like talking to their friend, and it's like really close framing, and then they both turn to the camera and like do blue steel sort of vibes, but then they sort of carry on talking and then they do it again.
It wasn't very good blue steel. It was a bit undercommitted, especially from your friend.
Yeah.
Your friend is barely even pouting. I'm sorry, blue steel is so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such an intense face.
But this is, I mean, what you're giving me here, which I think you've been sort of edging on, is like, I'm so silly, but I know I'm so gorgeous. And like, you've really been giving us this whole profile, but now I kind of want to see you actually be silly, not just be like cute, silly.
I think before it hasn't been cute silly. I think before it's been like really... No, I think before it's been really like...
Teetering.
Yeah, like it's been teaching. It's been treading the edges. What's it called? Balancing the... Fuck me. Like, I promise... I'm so much more equivalent. Is that even the word?
No.
I'm so much more...
Oh, like... Well, no, I know what you mean. Oh, God, no, I've forgotten. What is it?
Equitable.
I'm so much more eloquent.
Eloquent. I'm so much more eloquent in my daily life, but whenever I turn this motherfucking microphone on, I lose every single reference I've ever made. Every saying, you know, all the words.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's okay.
Anyways, yeah, this video, I loved everything about your profile up until this video. I don't know, it's like an in-joke between you and your friend, and I'd understand that you'd like send this to your mutual friends or send this to your friend, but like on a dating profile, I'm like, it wasn't that funny.
No, I'm starting to worry that you're relying on your face.
How can you say that when they've been so funny before this moment? They've been funnier than all of our other profiles.
Well, there's only been one prompt.
Well, there's also been the picture, like the picture has also been sort of a joke in itself, like the quarter life crisis. And
yeah, that's
do you know what
true,
I mean? It's giving like, I know how to not take myself too seriously, but then with the video,
she is so stunning though.
Yeah.
Okay. All I ask is that you please tell me your juiciest gossip.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
I love a bit of goss.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you not love gossip? I think everybody who says they don't like gossip is a fucking liar.
No, I guess I like someone's gossip. Like, I like it if you tell me your gossip. But like, I don't want to hear like, oh my god, this girl at work looked like an idiot today. Like, that's
not gossip though.
Well, what's like, so your juiciest gossip is something about you.
I think gossip is like basically our Gayborhood watch. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, just like what you've been up to recently.
Well, no. No, I think gossip, the definition of gossip is... It's really interesting, actually, because I saw a video about this the other day, how, like, gossip originally was a way for, like how it was just... Gossip is, like, inherently such a quote-unquote female thing,
mm-hmm.
and, like, females, like, talking to each other and, like, actually building sort of a community without men, and then that it was, within patriarchy, turned into this, like, nasty thing, where people are, like, shooting each other down, and it was a way to, like, sort of control...
that space.
Yeah.
God, that's how they get you.
That's how they fucking get you. And
So
I was like,
you're
you can gossip without it being malicious. It's not like, oh, this person is a fucking ugly and horrible. It can... I don't fucking know. But it can just
so
be
good
like...
at gossiping. I love it when we gossip. Yeah, they're so horrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Really,
and do you see their trousers as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gossip could be like, listen to this fun story about these lesbians I know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay,
then she got with her, blah, blah, blah. That's gossip.
Okay. All right.
Get with it.
I don't want to tell. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to tell because that would be obviously your easy slide in to the DMs.
Yeah.
Would be like, okay, cool. When I message this person, it's gonna be with my juiciest gossip. I don't actually really want to tell someone who, knowing the odds of these apps, is not even gonna check their messages for 2 weeks, and I've just like slid in being like, oh my god, like my friend like fucked her ex-boyfriend.
Imagine that's the first thing you say.
Like, I don't know. It's just a weird. I just think that's weird. I don't.
Well,
Well,
it doesn't say that that's the thing you're going to open with.
No, but like naturally, do you know what I mean? You try and go off what someone said in their profile. So that's like and she literally said, all I ask is that you please tell me your juiciest gossip.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a very thought through prompt. And also, what it's going to prompt me to do is trauma dump about some story that actually is really hurtful to me, but I'm going to make it into a funny story.
Funny, silly joke.
And I'm going to be like, ha ha ha. So get this.
I would prefer if they said, all I ask is that you ask me what my juiciest gossip is. Then I'd be like, fantastic.
An offer's on the table.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, what's your gossip? If I want to tell you mine, I will then tell you in that message.
Cool.
Me and my best friend. And it's a photo of them both in, like, luminous pink football outfits.
And a football.
I do think this is the fantastic combination of your friend looks worse than you in this photo. So it's always good to put a photo up where your friend looks worse. I do think that. Let's not be... No one's putting up a friend that like is way hotter than them. You look great. I'm so here for someone who knows how to do sport.
Yes, same. You're a
Any
sporty
talent.
gay, we love it, yeah.
Any
yeah.
talent, literally.
Also, sports is just inherently so hot.
Yeah.
I
Doing
love...
things with your body, running, fitness, health,
Yeah.
teamwork.
Yeah.
I can come and watch you and be in a silly little skirt. Brilliant.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
no
great.
complaints there.
Yeah, and also I'm glad you got a best friend. That's nice.
Yeah, here's the good combination of another person has now been introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was already, but you know, we're getting rid of Blue Steel as we've already...
Clarified.
Thank you so much for helping me out. Jesus, it's hard. And you're not even paying attention to the camera, and you're still
You
like
love
having
that.
a really gay grip with your hands and just in your football gear. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's really, really great.
Also really nicely styled hair. Like,
yeah,
the
gorgeous.
curls are curling, and I'm loving that. Oh, you really are gorgeous. Now, together we could kiss maybe? Love it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. This is the front forwardness that I would be especially looking for from a Cancer, because I'm like, okay, you need to go above and beyond to be like on a fiery level, and this is really giving.
Yeah.
I want to kiss.
Yeah, no, absolutely, me too. Should we?
Should we kiss?
No,
Get the
that'd be
fuck
like
away from
kissing
me.
my brother, like, that'd be fucking weird, like.
Thank you. Right, this could be us, and then it's
Oh my god! Straight after Together We Could Kiss Please, and it's a black and white photo again of her doing a kissy face really up close.
really up close.
Like, you just see the top lip, like it's not even the full face.
Yeah, it's like
And the eyes.
you are mid-kiss, and you both opened your eyes at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you kiss and open your eyes?
No.
Okay.
I did when I had my first kiss, though. And my friend was there, and she said, Anna, close your eyes.
Oh my god.
And I was like, why the fuck? No, she wasn't looking out for me because she knows saying that out loud that obviously the person I was kissing was going to fucking hear that.
Oh.
And I'm like, could you just have not let me find that out myself?
Was it just the three
Now
of
you've
you?
embarrassed me. No, there were like 2 other people there as
There
well.
were 5 people in the room.
Yeah, we were outside actually.
Oh.
It was a very weird scenario. Let's not get into it.
Okay. This could be us, and it's a picture of her close up to the camera, kissy.
It's very cutesy vibes. And here's the thing: you've got an incredibly beautiful face, but it's also a very like cute and young face.
Mm-hmm.
So we need some more sass from you. And so far, you've given us a lot of cute stuff.
Silly,
yeah.
yeah.
So we need a bit more. We need a bit more fire. After the kiss, maybe you should have been like slap bang. Here's me looking sexy as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the photo we needed after that.
So true.
So that we'd be like, oh hell yes.
The last photo is kind of like a mid shot of her laying on the floor, peace sign. She's like pouting, eyes shut, in a bikini top. Again, I love to see your hair out. That's nice.
Silly cookie.
Yeah, again, silly cook. I mean, I feel like we've seen this photo.
Yeah, me too.
I think the potential here is astronomical.
Like, look, if we're being real, like,
I would swipe
obviously.
right. Yeah. Well, actually, would I because you're 22? No. But if you weren't 22, then yes. However, I just think it's sort of, it's like a water fountain that like all the water comes out and you're like, wow, amazing. And then you didn't see that there's like like what do you call it? Like grates in the floor, and like all the water goes back in and gets recycled around again. It's like, there's not going to ever be an avalanche. There's not ever going to be a tsunami because it's all just trailing away before it goes anywhere.
I'm not sure I fully understand this, but I really appreciate the effort you put into this metaphor.
Would you like to do a metaphor to describe this profile?
You are the popular girl at school, and you're so pretty, and you're also funny, therefore everybody hates you, and you feel like you can't be sassy and take that space because then people would hate you even more.
But you've just got to hate. You've got to let them hate.
Yeah, you just gotta let them fucking hate.
Yeah, because they hate you anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're jealous of you.
Exactly.
So you might as well Regina George it.
Exactly. You might as well. Don't be here like, oh, I know I'm gorgeous, so I'm just gonna be kooky and be like, and not take too much space with being like, also being like, I'm also fucking hot as hell. Here's my like super confident side, and just like, because I'm sure you have one. You couldn't being funny and like being that funny and beautiful. So like, you need to just take that space, and then you're home.
Oh, that's such good advice.
Yeah.
This is someone who I really want to see. If we've roasted your rainbow, anyone, please send in your updated profile, because someone did that the other day and it made us so happy.
Yeah.
They were like, we've listened to the notes. Here it is.
Yeah.
And it was 10 times better. We were so happy. It's like our child grown up, graduated.
It is great.
Yeah. I'm excited for this person to take a sexy photo. Like, what I'm imagining is them like in whatever formal wear they like enjoy wearing. Her in whatever formal wear she likes wearing, and like a full length shot. Yeah. Like against like a bar background or something. Yeah. And it's just like her friends taking it because they're out for drinks. Yeah. That's what, and I want to see it like I want to see that like a sexy like
also,
smize.
There's no smiling.
I just realized. Oh
my god. I would like to have one when you're like just doing a beautiful smile, and then one that is that shot where it's like you're just being, you're smizing your life away.
Yeah, because we've got
in your formal wear.
2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
6.
except for the football shot, everything is kooky beautiful.
Yeah, but even the football shot is completely neutral.
Yeah.
Like, you've got 6 visual representations of you here in photos and videos, and not one single one of them you either look serious in or are smiling in. So I'm like, how did you manage to find 6 different facial expressions that all weren't the extreme of either of those things? Like, how did you find 6? That's if oh my god, if anyone's going to do that, a cancer's going to find 6 watery facial expressions between smiling and serious. Good for you. It's actually quite impressive, to be honest.
It genuinely is. If you take the time... You know what? You've got a winner if everybody took the time to really analyse it to the extent that we have done. Because then we'd see
how impressive that is.
Actually impressive that is. What a feat. Anyways, we hope that was useful. That concludes Rest the Rainbow for this week. Now I'm about to actually fucking piss myself.
I need to pee so much.
Yeah. I think it's time we wrap this motherfucker up.
Let's wrap this motherfucker up.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take us out with a little bad.
Okay, long live the matriarchy. We've been Obsessive Compulsive Dykes. I'm Megs.
Anna!
Right, clearly we're desperate to wee.
Yeah.
Right, you go have a wee now, unless you're in bed.
Yeah, in which case, hold that motherfucker in. I'd rather you piss the bed than give in to that fucking compulsion, babe. God knows I've done it at the ripe old age of 25.
Just get 'em off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strikes, tell 'em take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dykes.
Everyone's lying if they don't say they piss themselves as an adult.
I'm not so sure that's true. I love how we are consistently, we are so delusional, we are so delusional that together we
just enable each other.
Exactly. Like, everything that we've done.
Out of a window from a third floor. You have 2. Everyone has. Everyone is falling out windows.
Sure.